Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Xaverian Brothers High School for tonight's playoff matchup between the Hawks and the Lancers. I'm Tim Bowers. I'm joined alongside Spencer Danishevsky, Nate Bowers, and Mr. Hawley. Thank you for joining us tonight on this gloomy night. Lots of rain and weather. Spencer, what are your thoughts about the weather?
Well, the weather is going to be tough to play through. We'll definitely see. I think Xaverian's a pretty experienced team when it comes to poor weather. We're kind of used to it. I think Coach Bowers and the captains will be able to play through it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was hearing the coaching staff telling the guys they got to keep the balls on the ground and strike them hard in warm-ups. Prepare for the turf to take weird bounces and balls to move quickly tonight. So they're expecting it, but we'll see if the Hawks can handle it. Lancers will play the ball in. Up the right side. Taken away by McGrath. Tapped out of bounds by Pop Vasilio. And the Lancers will get a kick in. The Hawks, I apologize. Play it central. Xavier handles. Taps it outside to Schumann. Schumann takes his space. Plays it down inside to Maggio. Maggio cuts around. Defenders crowding around him. Plays it out to Foley. Foley works along to Diaz. And Diaz will send it outside. Back to Diaz. He'll swing the ball around. Schumann's there to make the run. Sends it to Maggio. Touch off the foot into Scarlotta. Scarlotta tries to give and go with Maggio, but too much on it and handled by the Malden Catholic goalkeeper. So far, the Hawks have possessed in the front end, definitely been on the attacking side. We'll hope to see them keep that up.
Attacking, but playing at a slow pace, I'd definitely say. We're not seeing any high-intensity plays just yet.
Absolutely, which I'm okay with if you ask me, because I think we want to play this game slowly, possess, make sure we're not making any sloppy mistakes, especially with the weather tonight.
Exactly. The weather tonight, dark and dreary. We're going to see the Hawks warm up over time.
Absolutely. Maggio sets up for the kick-in. He plays it into Foley. Foley looks central to Diaz. And Diaz sends it across to McGrath. McGrath down low. Possessing now is Francis. He works it to Diaz. Diaz makes a nice move. He taps it to Scarlotta. Give and go. Diaz can't quite settle with the foot and gives it away. Lancers boot it all the way up the field. Recovering now is Pop Vasilio. And he looking outside. He taps it out to Schumann. Schumann possesses, plays it central to Diaz. And Diaz plays the long ball to Foley, floating just over his head. There to meet it is the Lancer keeper. Dangerous ball there from Diaz. A little bit too much on it, and the Lancers read it well, and they'll possess.
Now, Tim, walk us through how important is this game for both teams?
Absolutely. So we're in the playoffs now, so all games are important, and both sides know that. Expect high level of competition. Both teams looking to come out of here with a win. This is sudden death, so should be an exciting game to watch for you folks at home. Foley takes it off the chest to Diaz. Diaz fighting for it now at about the 30-yard line. Foley taps it off the heel. He looks to McGrath. McGrath will send it back to Pop Vasilio. Pop Vasilio works it along to Sherman. He surveys his options. Tries to send a ball through there to Mungovan, but the Lancers do well to read it. Ball sent outside, intercepted by Francis. He takes it on the foot, sends it to Scarlotta. He's got space, but a man coming. Scarlotta slips it through the legs of a Lancer defender. And the Lancers take it away. Give and go at midfield, taken back by Xavier. Sherman, outside to Maggio. Two men pressing. He tries to slip by him, but gets tangled up, and the Lancers will take it away. Xavier intercepts, taps it through to Mungovan. Mungovan shields. Back to Xavier. Xavier's got plenty of space. He'll leave it. Foley takes a ripper from outside on net, and the Lancers catch it. Good to see Liam being aggressive. He had a goal last game for the Hawks against St. John Prep, which ended in a 1-1 tie. He scored off a free kick from very much outside, so we know he can score from range. Let's hope he keeps shooting tonight.
That was a nice shot. What we're seeing right now is almost perpetual ball movement and production from the Hawks here. We've seen almost no ball possession on the Hawks side just yet.
Absolutely, which is good to see, and we'll hope they can continue that for the rest of the game. Possessed now by McGrath. He looks outside. Played down low into the corner. Mungovan possessing now, and he can't quite get to it before it rolls out of bounds. The Lancers play it in. Francis intercepts, taps it to Mungovan. Mungovan shields it, and he puts one on net, drives it on the ground, and the Lancer keeper is there to possess. The Hawks being aggressive tonight, shooting from outside and keeping the balls in the ground. I wonder if that strategy is due to the fact that the turf is wet tonight, so the ball will skip a little bit more and you can trust the ball to take some weird bounces, which the Hawks might look to capitalize on tonight. Taken away by Scarlata. He shields. Scarlata surveys his options. Taken away by the Lancers, but taken right back by Diaz. Diaz works it to Schumann, and he'll send it inside to Pop Vasilio. Outside to McGrath. Down the line to Francis. Give and go. McGrath has it again. He takes it into the corner. And too much contact there. Arm extension from Malden Catholic, and the Hawks will have a free kick. Foley will set up to take it with Francis by his side. Expect a quick tap from Francis and maybe a shot on net or across from Foley. A reminder, folks, there are no headers this year due to COVID regulations. Ball's played inside off the back, and the Hawks score. It appeared to bounce off Andrew Xavier's back and into the net, and just like that, the Hawks are up 1-0. Somewhat of a miscue it appeared, but nonetheless.
Yeah, that was an unexpected goal. I frankly didn't see it coming at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Not how Coach drew that one up, but nonetheless, the Hawks capitalize. And
well, maybe.
Maybe. We never know.
Yeah, Mr. Bowers, high IQ plays all
absolutely.
the time.
And the Hawks are up 1-0 here tonight, folks. An exciting start to this game. 13:20 left in the first quarter. Maggio steps to the ball, and it rolls out of bounds. The Lancers will play it in. Taken away by the Hawks, played to Scarlata. He taps it to Mungovan. Mungovan gives it back to Maggio. Maggio cuts to the middle. 2 men on him. He possesses and sends it to Scarlata. Scarlata taps it to Diaz. He'll send it back to Xavier. He sends it to Foley. Foley tries to send it through the middle, but the Lancers intercept. Can't quite go there on the give and go, taken away by Foley. He taps it into Scarlata. Scarlata taking space, sends it to Maggio in the corner. He crosses it through the middle. No one home, but Scarlata comes up with a shot on net from Foley, and he scores! Foley from inside the box on a cross from Scarlata, and the Hawks are up 2-0, folks. An exhilarating start for the Hawks, just how they wanted to come out and attack in this game. I'll tell you what, folks, if the Hawks can keep playing like this through the rest of the playoffs, we are absolutely going to see a great run from this team.
The Hawks' performance so far has been nothing short of fantastic.
Absolutely.
I think this was mostly unexpected, and what I'm noticing right now, and I've already mentioned it, but the Xaverian keeper, Justice Champa, has seen almost no Lancer movement production on his side near his area at all.
Absolutely. So we'll see if Malden Catholic can adjust now and try and get on the attack, down 2-0, just with 11:46 left in the first quarter. The Hawks possess at the top. Taken away by the Lancers. And the Hawks fighting for it. And they'll take it away now, played into the corner. The Lancers will play it in. Taken away by the Hawks once again. They'll tap it through. Ball rolls through the middle. Challenged by the Hawks, and Diaz will take it away. He'll tap it to Foley. Foley possesses. He sends it inside to Jacob, who's checked in for the Hawks on the front end. Diaz now possessing. He taps it inside to Foley. Foley takes a rip from outside. The Lancers goalkeeper's there to meet it, but it bounces off his chest. And dangerously close to capitalizing on a third goal was Mungovan there. But the Lancers will possess. The Lancers distribute out to the left side. Tap it through the middle. They look upfield. Foley takes one off the back. Diaz takes it away. A nice move there, trying to beat the man. He sends it outside to Foley, who taps it back to Schumann. Schumann will send it crossfield to Pop Vasilio. With plenty of space, he sends it to McGrath. Malden Catholic fighting for it in the corner, and the ball rolls out of bounds off the feet of McGrath. The Lancers will set up for a kick-in. The Lancers play a long ball towards the middle. It's taken away by McGrath. Lancers flow one over the right side, and they're on the run here. Could be an attack from them. McGrath's there to take it away. He taps it to Xavier. Xavier outside to Schumann. Schumann looking down line to Maggio. It hits him right on the feet, but he can't quite possess. The Lancers working it around. And off the foot of Malden Catholic, the Hawks will set up for a kick-in.
Now, Tim, if you were the Lancers, what adjustments are you looking to make right now? I mean, what choices can you really do?
So they're down 2-0 right now. So first thing I'm saying to the team is don't lose hope. They can't lose this game mentally. They can't get behind mentally. Nothing like that can happen if they have a glimmer of chance at coming back in this game based on how the Hawks are performing so far. They should not be underestimated. Every team in this conference is competitive, and every team in this conference has its moments when they will shine. So the Hawks need to stay on their toes. They can't get complacent. But if I'm the Lancers right now, I think this game is mostly mental. 2 quick goals at the beginning. That's always a dangerous start for a team. So I think that they got to get out of their heads now and focus on the game.
But to be clear, 2-0 lead is not insurmountable.
No, absolutely not.
This is something that the game can change.
Absolutely not, folks. I'd like to make that clear to you at home. This game is far from over. We are just in the beginning of the first quarter. It is 2-0 Hawks, but this sport is crazy, and it always has been. We've seen miracles and expect them all the time. McGrath takes it up the sideline. He sends it through to Francis. Diaz lets it roll to Foley in the middle of the field. Foley takes it away. The Hawks possess at center field. Lancers intercept. Pressure. Jacob takes it away. Jacob now, left-footed shot on net. The Lancers goalkeeper slides, taps it away. And out to the right side, it rolls out of bounds for a Hawk kick-in. Chris Francis will set up to take this one. The Hawks play it in. Papacilio takes it away, works it outside to Schumann. Schumann drives the ball to the middle. Jacob takes it away. He tries to tap it through to Diaz. Lancers intercept, but they can't quite clear the ball. Diaz puts one on net with his left foot, and it's settled by the Lancer keeper.
I've lost count about how many close shots Xaverian has gotten so far. This is incredible.
Absolutely. It's good to see them attacking. Especially after last week, where it was sort of a defensive battle between the Prep and the Hawks. This is good to see that they're able to generate some offense, and it's hopefully a good sign for the rest of the playoffs if they advance past tonight.
Indeed.
Papacilio takes it away. He'll send it on the outside to Schumann. He surveys the field, taking his space. He taps it through. And the Hawks possessing on the outside. And substitutions here for the Hawks. We have Allen Day checking in. The freshman defender. He'll be on the right side. The only freshman on the team. It's good to see him getting some playoff minutes. Appeared to be some contact there on the right side of the field, but a goal kick nonetheless.
Now, at risk of getting ahead of myself here, who are you looking at to be the future of this team? Because we have quite a few outstanding seniors who are going to be graduating this year. Who are you looking to carry on the legacy of this team? Yeah,
it's a great question, and honestly, it's a tough answer to give. One of the reasons I like watching this team is because all grade levels are involved, and it's a pretty youthful team. It's been great to see guys step up this year. So, you've got on the field right now plenty of young guys. We've seen Murphy check in. We've seen Day check in. Mungovan, Jacob, they'll all be here next season. So this roster is not too far from what we'll be seeing next year. And that's exciting for the Hawk program. Corner kick here for the Hawks. Murphy can't capitalize on the shot there from outside. The Lancers will set up for another kick-in. The Lancers play it upfield. Intercepted by Murphy. The Lancers taking it down the right side, taken away now by McGrath. Tap through to Murphy. Murphy with plenty of space, and he'll take it. Liam Foley surveys the field. He's flanked by Raja and Lockwood. A nice cross there from the Hawks, but no chance to finish. And Spencer, I'm going through this roster now, and it really is amazing how many of these guys are underclassmen and are the future of this program. I mean, let's go through them now. We've got Murphy, Xavier, Day, Raja, Mungovan, all these guys out there who are competing at this level. They're not seniors. They're all leaders. And they're all great soccer players, so it's great to see them out there competing.
Absolutely. Do you think that if the course of this game continues and the Hawks build on their lead and the Lancers continue to flounder, I would say, we're going to see some more minutes from younger players?
Absolutely, and I think that's a great thing because I think it gives them a chance to get a look at playoff competition, hopefully settle some nerves for games further down the line. Again, if they advance through today, folks, a reminder that 2-0 is not an unsurmountable lead here in the first quarter. Taken away by Scarlotta, a nice move there to beat him in. Tries to drive it with the left foot, but the Lancers will intercept. Scarlotta looks outside. Francis possesses. He cuts towards the middle. Taken away by the Lancers. They try to send a ball through. Taken away by Day. He surveys the field. A nice touch there inside to Lockwood. He tries to tap it to Foley, but gets it right back. Looking upfield, he taps it to Murphy to Foley. Foley possessing, and he'll send it all the way back out to midfield for Vasilio. One thing I'm noticing from the Lancers tonight is they have a lot of men in the backfield. They tend to be playing out of a defensive formation, which means that so far we can look for them to make breaks, trying to hope they can float a couple balls over the top and get one man to make a run and maybe capitalize there. That appears to be the Lancers' game plan. I'm interested to see if they adjust at halftime. Shot from Raja appeared to take a skip off a Lancers defender. It is good to see him back. He's coming off a concussion, fully recovered now and out there for the Hawks. A key player for this team, and great to see him out there. We're glad he's recovered. The Lancers distribute, and they can't quite settle. Taken away at midfield by Xavier. Tapped back to Vasilio. He makes a move to beat a man, surveys the field, sends it to Foley. Foley taps it through to Scarlotta, and the Lancers take it away. The Lancers with plenty of space, survey the field, try and sneak a ball through the middle. Pressure from Vasilio. Hawks looking for a handball, but no call. Taken away by Scarlotta. Scarlotta will possess now. He sends it through to Raja. He cuts up the field, makes a nice move with the left foot, but he can't beat the man. And it rolls out of bounds for a Hawk kick-in. The Hawks will play it into Murphy. He'll let it roll by. Whistle from the official. Appeared to be a bit of a miscue from the Hawks, and the Lancers will take it away, going the other direction.
I mean, fundamentally, Tim, this game has not changed at all in the past quarter. This first quarter, this game so far has been all about Xaverian offense. The Lancers have been unable to get over and make shots.
Handball there from the Hawks, folks. Kick coming in for the Lancers. Yeah, again, a lot of this game has been played in the front field for the Hawks, which is great news for them. This is really the first attack we're seeing here mounting for the Lancers off this kick-in. We'll see if they can capitalize and make their first dangerous strike here. The Lancers will set up. They'll boot the ball through the middle. Just 2 minutes left in the quarter. Ball rolls through the box, played away by the Hawks. Great defensive stretch there. The Lancers will take it away. Scarlata clearly not sure he had a man behind there. And nonetheless tapped out of bounds for a Hawk kick-in. Low on time here in this first quarter, folks. 2-0 Hawks is the score. A goal from Xavier and a goal from Foley. And that's the first quarter, folks. Stick with us. We'll see you next quarter. And we're back for second quarter action, folks. The Hawks are up 2-0 after an exciting first quarter. A goal coming from Andrew Xavier and Liam Foley. And the Lancers will play it in. The Hawks quick to intercept. Lockwood there takes it away to Scarlata. Sends it across to Diaz. Diaz sends it in the corner. The Hawks possessing. And they'll send it into the backfield. Foley now at center field. He holds, tries to do a give and go, taps it through to himself. Foley beats the man, taken away by Malden Catholic. Malden Catholic up the sideline. It's intercepted by McGrath. He taps it inside to Scarlata. Scarlata into Diaz. Takes a shot on net from way outside, and the Lancers keeper will handle. Looking to distribute. And the Lancers boot it towards the midfield. Diaz takes it off the foot, taps it down low to Sherman. He looks outside. Played through. The Hawks still possessing. Xavier holds. And Foley went to ground there. We lost audio there for a minute, folks. I do apologize. Foley plays it through the center. Deflected by the Lancers. Sherman will handle. Hawks possess on the right side. Foley now. Scarlata. Foley. Foley now. Quick give and go to Scarlata in the middle where the Lancers read it well and tap it back out to Papasilio. Sherman plays it outside to Mora. Gives it back to Sherman.
Now, Tim, what exactly do you think Coach Bowers was saying to the Hawks in this brief recess?
You know, I think he was saying to them, don't get too cocky. Just because you're up 2-0, this game is far from over. We're still in the first half. Possess, play your game, and let's get out of here with a win, is what he said to them. Yeah. I'm betting in that first quarter, and let's hope that that'll come true for the Hawks tonight.
And you know what? It's hard not to imagine that the Lancers coach would be saying almost the exact same thing with a little bit more of an optimistic tone.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both coaches know that this game is very mental, especially on a cold and rainy night. It's easy to let your emotions get the best of you, and they're going to have to manage that. So,
and, you know, one goal for the Lancers, and this game does not seem as safe for the Hawks as it may seem right now.
Absolutely. Vasily checks in. Vasily plays it to Xavier. He looks outside to Sherman. He sends it through the middle to Mungovan. Mungovan outside to Vasily. To Foley. Foley slips the ball through the middle, but no one home, taken away by the Lancers. They tap it through the middle, but Vasily is there to meet it again. The Hawks possessing. Foley beats a man. Beats another man. And goes to ground.
Bit of a tumble.
And a bit shaken up, but he's back on his feet. A tough man. I know him personally. And Foley will set up to take the kick here. The Hawks have scored off one free kick from Foley. The deflection off Xavier. We'll see if they can do it again. He drives one on net. And the Lancers goalkeeper is there to meet it.
Didn't quite have the velocity needed, I'd say. Angle was perfect, but just not quite enough speed.
Yeah, you know, all credit to the Lancers goalkeeper where credit's due, as he anticipated that well and made a nice save on it.
Absolutely. So far, the Lancers goalkeeper has been holding his own just fine.
Absolutely. You know, the game is 2-0, but that is not a reflection of his performance so far. Credit to him. Facing a lot of shots, he's kept himself collected, and he's made a lot of nice saves.
Especially considering how many shots the Hawks have gotten so far.
Exactly. Ball played through at midfield. Foley will take it away. He cuts around the man, but he plays it back to Papasilio. Xavier possesses now in the backfield. The Hawks on the outside. Mungovan plays a ball central, trying to play it to Diaz. To just to the left. There to make the run is Lockwood. Lockwood possesses, trying to beat a man. Takes it on his right foot. He's still in the corner fighting for it. Lockwood will look out to Vasily. Vasily surveys the box. Taken away by Malden Catholic there. Off the foot of Foley. It'll tap back to Papasilio. Sent through the middle. Xavier looks down to the right. No one home. Appeared to hook a little bit further left than he wanted it to. And the Lancers goalkeeper will possess.
Didn't get shot off, but good on Murphy for keeping it in throughout the entire time, being the man, being there.
Yeah, absolutely. Taken away now. Sherman up the sideline. Mungovan to Foley. Foley sends it inside to Diaz. Diaz looks outside. Making the run is Maggio. Maggio gets there and tapped away out of bounds. Two substitutions here for the Hawks. Checking out are Scarlata and Lockwood. Checking in is Chris Francis and Kevin Brosmith. The Lancers will make a few changes as well. The Hawks set up for the corner kick. The Hawks play a ball through the middle, floating up top. Pop Vassilios. There he turns, puts one on net, and a nice save by the Malden Catholic keeper.
Quite.
Not quite. Again, a great adjustment by the Malden Catholic keeper from a close range shot there in the air, and he makes a nice save.
And at the same time, it was a good shot from Peter there.
Absolutely.
He adjusted very well there. Good angle.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't see him take a lot of shots. You know, he tends to spend most of his game in the backfield, so that's got to be exciting for him to get one on net, especially in this playoff atmosphere. Lancers possess in midfield, trying to sneak one by Foley, but he takes it away. Looking to Francis, too much on it. The Lancers will tap it to the outside, and can't quite settle. Foley takes it back. Foley taking his space with a man back, tries to tap to Mungovan. He misreads it, and the Lancers will take away. Mungovan takes it away now. Mungovan from outside. He'll look to drive, but the Lancers will take it. Lancers possessing. And they try to send the ball through the middle, but Xavier's there to intercept. Looking outside, miscue there. Malden Catholic trying to rally on attack here. Maggio recovers, and he'll take it back. Tap to Diaz in the middle. Diaz trying to make a move there around the man, but he can't quite do it. He'll pass it back to Xavier, who looks to his left side. Basili settling now. Basili to Mungovan, who will turn and send it back into the backfield for Schumann. He surveys the field, plenty of space. Looks to his right side. Maggio there now. Rolls off his foot. He takes it down the right side. 2 men on him, and the ball rolls out of bounds for a Lancer kick-in. 11:09 left to go into the second quarter. 2-0 Hawks. And the Lancers will play it in. Played through the middle, taken away by the Hawks. Foley taps it inside to Diaz. Diaz outside, drives one on net, but the Lancers tap it away. Brosmith taps it back out to Maggio. And a shot coming there, but it rolls outside. The Lancers will set up to distribute now. A boot here coming to the middle, just over the head of Mungovan. Schumann takes it away, taps it forward to Brosmith. Brosmith turns it, looking outside, he taps it to Maggio. Maggio taking it into the corner. Maggio tries to slip it to Brosmith again, but it bounces off the feet of an MC defender, and the Hawks will have a kick-in. The Hawks play it in. Giving it right back. Driven through the middle. Shot there.
Incredibly close.
Can't tell if that was a shot or a cross. It seemed to bend towards the net. Came from Maggio there with plenty of power. But the Hawks will set up for a corner kick nonetheless. Francis and Foley right next to him. Francis taps it into Foley and cuts around his right side. Foley takes it baseline, slides it through the middle, off the foot of Diaz. Too many MC men there to get a shot on net. Tapped back out of bounds, and the Hawks will set up for another set piece. Once again, Francis flanked by Foley, tapped to him. Foley, instead of taking it down the baseline, taps it to Francis. Work through the middle. Shot coming from Diaz. Left foot. And just lagged the net there. 2 shots there from the Hawks. Uninspiring, but a good attack. Nonetheless. The Lancers will set up to distribute.
Now, from what you've seen so far, Tim, do you think those first 2 goals from the Hawks that put them up, do you think those were a brief aberration just in the first quarter, or do you think that is going to be indicative of the rest of this game?
So far, based on what I'm seeing, Spencer, I like the Hawks' chances. They've been possessing this quarter, which is a good sign. I'm betting that their goal is now just to maintain this lead and try and get out of here with a win. Brosmith takes it away. He taps it back to Schumann. Schumann plays it over the head of two MC defenders. And they will tap it out of bounds. They'll keep it in. Now taken away by the Hawks. Maggio possesses. He looks up top to Schumann. He sends it all the way across the field to Papasili with plenty of time and space. He taps it out to McGrath, to Foley. Foley surveying his options at about the 30-yard line. Taps into Diaz. He's open space. Shot on net. And he buries it bottom left off the post. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Truly amazing.
Spectacular.
Outstanding.
Just stunning.
Unbelievable.
Marvelous.
Surprising.
Well, that was an unconventional goal, no doubt. But that puts the Hawks up 3-0 here in the second quarter.
Absolutely. A glorious shot there from Diaz. Bottom left, off the post and in. Love to see it for the Hawks. And you said it, unexpected, a bit surprising that went into the net, but that is the skill.
Once again, probably not how Coach Bowers drew it up.
Absolutely not, but a great shot from Diaz. It's great to see him be able to create that opportunity, and just great skill to finish there. The Hawks are up 3-0.
Magnificent.
Magnificent. And the Hawks take it away at midfield. Foley now. Diaz works it back to Papafacilio. Francis now down the sideline. A nice move to beat a man, but he shouldered off the ball. Francis takes it back. Francis to the top of the box, looking to set up for a shot there, but the Lancers tap it away. Xavier now possessing. Ball worked along the outside. And the Lancers will tap it out of bounds.
Now, Tim, the Lancers are now down 3-0. You earlier said that this is a mental game, that they need to stay optimistic and positive about their chances. Do you think that holds true, or do you think they need to make more fundamental changes in their game right now?
I think they need to be more aggressive. They're playing a lot out of the backfield, so I'm looking for them to start attacking now. 3-0 is a tougher deficit to come from behind and get out of here with a win, but I don't put it past them. We're still early on in the first half here. 5:30 to go in the second quarter. So I expect that this game will remain intense. Both sides, again, this is a playoff match. You can't expect any team to give up.
And what, if any, changes do you think Coach Bowers is going to recommend during halftime? Do you think they're just going to keep going as usual, or do you think there's anything that they could improve here?
So, I think Coach is going to say them again. Just don't get ahead of yourselves here. This game is not over. Stay focused. Stay focused on this game, and let's get out of here with a win, guys. That's what I think we're going to hear from Coach. I think this game is quickly going to become a mental game for the Hawks. They're going to have to stay in control and not let their passion get the best of them. And ball played through the middle there. Dangerous opportunity for the Hawks, but it's cleared out. Aiden Driscoll is checked in for the Hawks, and he'll possess now. McGrath taps it through to Papavassilio. Papavassilio back to McGrath. He works it through to Xavier. And too much contact there. The Lancers will get a kick in. .354 left to go in this second quarter here. The Hawks are up 3-0. So far, a dominant first half. The Lancers try to play it forward. Off the foot. They tap it into the backfield and can't quite settle, and it rolls out of bounds.
Tim, do you think this is the best Xaverian has looked this entire season so far?
Yeah, absolutely. And, after the game, we went and talked to some of the players, and they said that they need to be ready for Friday's game and be ready for the playoffs. They said they're happy with how they've played this season, but they think it could have gone better, and they know they can do better. And I think tonight is a good demonstration that the team really came together and focused up, and they came here wanting a win, and they're hoping to execute tonight. So.
I think there's an argument to be made that Xaverian may be slightly underrated. Just looking at the record, because a lot of these games have been decided by just 1 or 2 points. I think that Xaverian has an underlying strength that isn't shown in the record, and we're seeing that come alive right now.
Absolutely. You know, I'm always a big team spirit guy, team chemistry guy, and I think that the Hawks have really come together as a unit this season. It's been fun to watch for us, I think, as we've commentated throughout the season and talked to the guys after the game. But, you know, I'm looking forward to this playoff should they advance past today. It should be exciting.
And frankly, there's no team that does team chemistry better than Xaverian.
Absolutely. Love to see it from the Hawks. Great community here. And a reminder for you folks at home, this is possibly our last home game. We are unsure about the future of our broadcast at the moment. If there is an upset in the playoffs, the Hawks will have another home game, and we will be present for that. In the event that there is no upset, it is possible that we could figure out a system to travel and hopefully bring you some commentary from away fields. But nonetheless, I think this is a time that me and Spencer would like to thank you for being with us this season.
Absolutely.
It's been a very fun process for us. We've enjoyed it. We hope you guys have enjoyed these broadcasts. So thank you guys for being with us.
And we also want to thank Nate Bowers for manning the camera throughout, for doing some wonderful camera maintenance, and of course Mr. Hawley for assisting in other ways as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Hawley, it's always great to have a relationship in this community with my calculus teacher, both in and outside of the classroom here, you know. Inspiring leader in this community. McGrath takes it away now. Francis. He taps it back to Pompacilio. He takes his space. Plenty of space here for the Hawks, and they'll work it around. Francis takes the ball. He plays it into Foley. And the ball rolls out of bounds for a Hawk kick it. McGrath takes it away. Hawks in the corner trying to mount an attack, but the Lancers tapped out of bounds. And folks, I'd like to give a special shout out to a viewer joining us from Spain tonight. A good friend of mine who I met on the Spanish exchange, Alejandro. He hails from Valencia, so we're excited to have him joining us tonight. An international fan base building for the Hawks. That's exciting, folks. The Hawks will play it in. Tapped away by the Lancers keeper. Dangerous ball out front. Shot on net. Taken away, and another save by the Lancers keeper. He's done well to control that scramble. And that's the half, folks. 3-0 Hawks. An exciting first half and a great start to the playoffs. And we will see you in the second half. Stick with us. Welcome back to third quarter action between the Hawks and the Lancers. The Hawks are up 3-0 in a dominant first half performance in this first round of the Catholic Conference playoffs this year. Xavier possesses. He works it through the middle to Foley. Foley inside. Taken away by Scarlata. And McGrath will possess now, send it down to Francis. Trying to give and go here, but cut off by the Lancers. Diaz now with a man back. And he taps it through to Papa Vasilio. Schumann possessing.
Now, Tim, I mean, it's obvious that Xaverian has been in the driver's seat this entire game so far. Who are the instrumental players that have helped build this lead for Xaverian so far? Who have you been looking at to really be putting in the effort, putting in the plays and the passion to make this happen so far?
Yeah, so quite honestly, it's been a team effort. Goals coming from three people. I will say Liam Foley's looked great tonight. He's got an assist and a goal. But, I mean, that strike from Diaz was just outstanding. So, I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due to that goal. Really has been a team effort. And I think that's because of the leadership, great captains this year. And, you know, it's good to see. The Hawks take it away at midfield. Schumann back to Pop Vasilio. And possessing now is Pop Vasilio. He sends it through the middle of the Xavier. Schumann takes it away. Shot on net here. Trying to chip it through the middle. That was Scarlata, but it's just to the left. And the Lancers will set up to distribute.
Now, Tim, during the halftime there, what do you think, what adjustments do you think Malden Catholic has been attempting to fix here?
Yeah, so I think so far we're seeing them play a bit more aggressive. It looks to be three men in the front field, which is, you see this pressure right now is new for the Lancers. So I think that they're coming out in this half down 3-0, definitely looking to be aggressive. They want to get shots on net, something they haven't been able to generate much of in the first half. So we'll see how they handle it now. Maggio possesses down the right line. He looks to the middle to Foley, taken away by the Lancers. And that's what I'm talking about right there, is that Lancer pressure, creating some opportunity for them. Maggio shoulders off the ball. Foley does well to read the pass, and he takes it away. He'll take it down the right line. Too much contact there from MC. And a kick coming here for the Hawks.
Now, the Hawks keeper, Justice Champa, is someone who normally sees a lot of action, is defending quite a bit, and saving goals quite a bit. And this is also someone who has not seen very much attention throughout this entire game. How do you think that's going to affect the rest of the playoffs? Do you think he'll be ready if the Hawks advance here?
Yeah, Justice Champa's an elite athlete. He's always ready to face any challenge. You can see him at midfield right now. He's out there surveying, communicating, and stretching out. Always ready to face a shot. So shout out to him. I think he'll be ready throughout this playoff series. He's proven to be a great leader and a great member of this team.
I'm glad you mentioned communication there, because Justice, this is someone who is always going to be surveying the field and making sure that people are where they need to be and executing the right plays at the right time.
Absolutely. I think folks don't often realize how integral of a role a goalkeeper plays in soccer. I think that they think a lot of the action... Oh, ball coming through the middle there. Dangerous attack from the Hawks. And it's rolling out of bounds. And a kick in coming here for the Lancers. As I was saying, I think folks don't often realize how important the role of the goalkeeper is, even when he's not facing shots. They're the people on the field who can see everything. So it is their job to communicate, make sure people are in the right place, as you said, and Justice has proven he can do that this season. Pop Vasilio takes it away. Xavier. Now Sherman. He sends it up to Murphy. Maggio taps it back to Sherman. Xavier now possessing, looking to switch the field. He sends Pop Vasilio. And he's flanked on the outside by McGrath. Pop Vasilio sends it to Mungovan. Scarlata. And back to Xavier. Xavier to Murphy. Murphy to Schumerman. He sends it down line to Maggio. Maggio holds. And he'll tap it back. Xavier. looking to push upfield now. He takes his space, tries to slip a ball through to Scarlata, intercepted by the Lancers, and they'll tap it through the middle, but Mungovan is there to meet it. Mungovan cuts the ball back to Pop Vasilio. And Pop Vasilio takes it on the outside to McGrath. McGrath now to Xavier, and he'll tip it back to Pop Vasilio, who sends it through the middle of Mungovan. Mungovan with plenty of space. Long ball into the corner for Maggio. He's making a run there, but just a little bit too much on it, and it rolls out of bounds for a Lancer goal kick. Booted up the middle for the Lancers. Taken away by Maggio. Tapped through the middle of Scarlata. Back to Murphy. Murphy looking to Diaz, and he sends it. Diaz. Murphy. And shouldered off the ball, but Diaz takes it back. A nice move to try and beat a man. He's trying to set up a shot with his left foot. Tries to sneak it down to the left corner with his left foot, but he can't quite do it. Murphy will work it along the sideline to Schumann, and the Hawks will try and mount an attack from the opposite side of the field. Maggio tries to send a ball through the middle. No one home. Scarlata making a run, but he couldn't quite get there. And it rolls out of bounds for a Hawk kick-in.
Now, Tim, am I wrong in thinking that Diaz is someone who has really, been playing outstanding throughout this entire game so far? He's really been instrumental in the Hawks' success so far?
Absolutely. It's great to see him. He's had a great game so far. He's been possessing in the center field. He's been all over the field defensively, causing trouble for the Lancers, and obviously that great goal. So he's definitely had a great game today. Taking away Murphy, wide open, he drives one on net, and handled by the Lancer keeper. Taking his time now. He boots it up the middle, off the foot of Diaz. Ball floating through the middle. Scarlata takes it away, and he chips it outside to Maggio, but just a little bit too much curve on it, and the Lancers will take it now. Maggio, off a Lancer miscue, drives one on net with his left foot. And too little zip on that one for it to be unhandleable by the MC goalkeeper. He possesses. The Lancers tip it off the heel. Vasilio meets it there, and he plays it all the way back to Ciampa. Ciampa on the outside to Xavier. And Xavier looking to boot it forward, but instead sends it short to Schumerman, who will send it back to him, and they're looking to switch the field now. Murphy shows, and they'll boot it back to Vasilio on the left side. Ball into the corner, the Hawks attacking now. And the Hawks got too aggressive. Kick coming here for the Lancers. Ball booted forward. Miscue there for the Lancers. Mungovan takes it away. And the Lancers goalkeeper controls. Ball played forward. And too much contact there in midfield for the officials' liking. Passions flying high now. MC down 3-0. Looking to get back from behind in this hole. 10:45 to go in the third. Pop Vasilio plays it forward. Bounces out to Francis. He taps it. Give and go. Francis now making a cut to the box. And a little bit too much on the touch. It'll roll out of bounds for a Hawk corner kick. Hawks looking to force it through the middle, but the Lancers will intercept for another Hawk corner kick. The Hawks tap it in. Francis sends it through the middle, trying to hit Mungovan, but once again deflected out by the Lancers, and the Hawks will set up for a third corner kick.
Yeah, Tim, I'm going to ask again. Has this game fundamentally changed at all since the first quarter?
You know, Spencer, I can't lie to you. So far, the Hawks have absolutely been dominant in this game, possessing in the front half of the field, intercepting balls at midfield. The only change I will notice is, again, MC definitely is trying to attack more. So we'll see that as they adjust to that change, if they can capitalize.
But if I may, pick your brain here, do you think that these adjustments have been working so far? Are we seeing a genuine improvement in the Lancers' performance in the third quarter?
You know, it's a great question, and I think that we are. I think it would be selling them short to say that they have not improved in the second half, and we definitely don't want to do that. Their indication of this right now is the fact that they're drawing calls. They've got more men pushing forward. They're pressuring in the center half of the field. So they definitely have made adjustments. And, scoring in this game takes time. So we'll see if they can set up for a goal. Played down the line to Mungovan. Mungovan attacking now. He sets up, looking to send the ball through the middle, backside. O'Neal trying to get there. O'Neal does. Ball's bouncing around, but the Lancers keeper possesses. Appeared to be a bit of a miscommunication there. But nonetheless, the keeper will jump on top of it. The Lancers boot it up to the outside. And they try to tap it away on a turn, but Murphy's there. Shouldered off the ball. The Lancers on the attack now. Pop Vasilio reads it. Miscue there from Xavier, and here comes an attack from the Lancers trying to slip it by, and they do. And Justice Champa boots it away. His first real rush of a decision of the game. And he handles it well. Scarlotta tries to tap it through the middle. Mungovan's there. Tries to beat the man, but the Lancers tap it forward again. And Spencer, that play there and that sequence is a great demonstration of the Lancers definitely having made a bit of an adjustment and pushing forward into the front of the field.
Absolutely. And you know what? They got so far as to even make the Xaverian keeper, Champa, actually make a quick decision there.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
have to save the ball.
Absolutely.
And we haven't seen that very much, or if at all, actually.
Absolutely.
So far in this game.
Murphy sends it back to Pop Vasilio. Outside now. Down the sideline come the Hawks. And the ball is tapped out of bounds. Hawk kick in on the way. Substitution here for the Hawks. Liam Foley checking back into the game.
.6:22 left in the third quarter. Hawks up 3.
Down the sideline, the Hawks take it now. Foley back into the game, fresh legs. He possesses in the middle of the field, and he works it outside to McGrath. McGrath sends it back to Pop Vasilio, outside to Xavier. Xavier surveys the field, and he works it around to Schumerman. He sends it to the middle to Diaz, back to Xavier. Xavier all the way through to Pop Vasilio. Pop Vasilio pushing forward now to Foley, gives and goes. Mungovan slips a ball into the corner. Lockwood trying to make a run on it. He can't quite get there in time, and it rolls out of bounds for a Lancer kick in. The Lancers play it short, taking their time, surveying the field, and they boot it up the sideline. Curves to the right and rolls out of bounds for a Hawk kick in.
That didn't take very long.
Checking in now for the Hawks. Diaz has checked out, and Raja has checked in. And a miscue there from the Hawks, just in front of O'Neal, and a Lancers kick on the way. We've also seen number 21, Drew Cohane, check in for the Hawks. Ball played through the center. Rolls down the sideline. Schumann with a man back. He taps it forward to Ciampa. Not too much on it. Dangerous opportunity there for the Lancers, but Ciampa,
Great kick.
with plenty of oomph on that kick, boots
Absolutely.
it forward.
High velocity, high power.
Taken away by O'Neal. He cuts it towards the middle. O'Neal setting up in a dangerous position. Drives one on net, bottom left, but a save there by the Lancers keeper. And the Lancers booted up the middle. Pop Vasilio. Works it out left to McGrath. McGrath through the middle to Mungovan. Foley takes it now. Raja. He settles on the right side, trying to bring it across, but it rolls out and to the right. The Hawks will set up for a kick-in. Raja quick to tap it into Foley. Foley brings it down the right sideline, taps it through the middle. Dangerous shot there. Ball rolling and almost tapped in by Pop Vasilio.
Almost.
You could tell he wanted that one.
Close, almost goal off of many kick-ins, Hawk kick-ins so far. Tim, we've seen several stories just like that so far in this game, where the Hawks get a kick-in and they just can't quite close it out.
Mm-hmm.
They can't quite execute and get their goal. How will you adjust and change it up to see if they can get a few more points on the board using that?
So, frankly, I'm making minimal adjustments right now. We're getting plenty of opportunities. I think it's just a matter of capitalizing, and at some point, it just is on the players. You win some, you lose some, you make some, you miss some. I think that they're creating plenty of opportunities on the set pieces. It's been one of their strengths all season, so I look for them to continue that success. Balls work back to Pop Vasilio. Xavier lets it roll to Schimmerman on the right side. 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter here. Mungovan switches the field. He sends it across to McGrath. McGrath cutting forward. Shouldered off the ball, but he shields well, and he lets it roll. And the Hawks will set up for another corner kick. Ball sent in. The Hawks will take it down the sideline. And Foley can't quite get all the way to the net. Rolls out of bounds for another Hawk corner kick. Ball played in now. McGrath sends it through the middle to Pop Vasilio. It bounces off his shins. He turns, but he works it outside. Mungovan, plenty of space now, setting up for a shot. He's dangerous from this range. He taps one on net. It's loose in front. Tapped inside. The Hawks can't quite finish. That was dangerous, folks, but the Lancers do well if they get themselves out of danger, and the Hawks will set up for another corner kick.
This is the third Hawk corner kick in a row here. Let's see if the third time is indeed the charm.
Foley takes it down the baseline. He's cutting towards the net. Foley setting opportunity, and it's
That's
tapped in. And that appears to be Max Lockwood on the finish. Great to see him score. I'll tell you, Spencer, that goal was truly amazing.
That was extraordinary.
Astounding.
I'm stunned.
Bewildering.
Once again, an unconventional score.
Absolutely. Unconventional seems to be the theme of these Hawks set pieces, but it's
And you know what? it was true. Third time is the charm.
Indeed,
In
it
this
was,
case.
Spencer. You did call that third time
Yeah.
would be the charm for the Hawks
Look
there.
at that. 3 kick-ins
Yep.
in a row. That's all it takes.
Absolutely. The Lancers will play it in now. 4-0 Hawks. 2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Less than 2. Too much contact there from the Lancers. And Foley will set up to take a free kick. Ball sent back out to Mungovan. Mungovan takes it away and beats a man. Tries to send it through the middle, but the Lancers intercept and the ball rolls back into the backfield through McGrath. McGrath taps it to Pop Vasilio. He steps to the ball, taking his space, sends the ball down the right side, right to the feet of O'Neal. A nice pass there. O'Neal setting up, surveying the field. Lancers will tap it away. He's fighting for it, shoulder to shoulder now. He comes back up with it and tapped ahead by the Lancers. Mungovan does well to read it. Mungovan shielding the ball, and he'll tap it back to Champa. Champa possesses, and that's the whistle for the half, folks. Or third quarter, I apologize. 4-0 Hawks. Stick with us. We'll be back for some fourth quarter action. An exciting game so far. Thanks for being with us. And welcome back, folks, to the start of this fourth quarter. The Hawks are up 4-0 here. A dominant performance so far. We'll see if they can eke out a win here.
You know, Tim, what do you think the Lancers coach was saying to their team in between quarters here? Like, what do you think he was saying to them?
Obviously, it's a tough position to be in coming out here in this fourth quarter, but, they've fought hard. And again, folks, we have seen miracles in this sport, so don't count the Lancers out. But again, tough position, obviously, for team morale. Could be the last game of their season. as a fellow senior, I know that how difficult this can be to watch your season come to an end. So it's not a great position for them. But I'm sure they're trying to come together as a team, rally the best they can in this fourth quarter. So I assume it was something along those lines, Spencer.
And on the other hand, what do you think Coach Bowers was saying to the Hawks?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's happy with the performance he's seen today. No question the Hawks have delivered on some beautiful goals, some beautiful opportunities. But I will say he will probably tell them that, if they hope to make more of a run, dangerous shot there from the Hawks, bounce to the right. If they hope to make a run deep into this tournament, they are going to have to play a little bit better than they did tonight. A lot of their goals have been sort of, as we've mentioned, unconventional goals. They're going to have to work on creating opportunities that will function well at all levels of play. And, we're going to see a competitive tournament. As I said earlier here, all these teams, shot coming from the Hawks, bouncing through the middle, and can't be put in there. It's cleared out by the Lancers. So, again, I expect Coach Bowers to tell them to be proud tonight and enjoy this win, but refocus.
Absolutely. I mean, as you were saying, a lot of these goals have been coming off of mistakes from the Lancers that I don't think we're going to see from other teams in the playoffs. I think that we're going to face teams that aren't going to be making those sort of mistakes.
Absolutely. Competition is only going to get tougher from here. So the Hawks need to expect that and get ready for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Diaz will set up to take this free kick here. He is dangerous from this distance at about the 15-yard line. Diaz takes steps in, fires top right, and it's just wide of the net there. Hawks starting attacking in this fourth quarter, looking to add to their 4-0 lead. And the Lancers will distribute up the left side, tapped away by Murphy, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Ball played in, the Lancers possessing, they'll send it into their backfield. And through the middle, Diaz, Murphy, Diaz. Now Xavier. Pop Vasilio looks to his left. Sends it outside to Day. Day through the middle to Murphy. He tries to hit it off the heel to Diaz, and he does. Diaz to Xavier. And the Hawks on the right side. Murphy takes it away. Trying to send through the middle there. And Papa Basilio taps it forward. Jack Welch has checked into the game for the Hawks, number 7. Ball played over to Diaz. Possessing, the Lancers will take it away now and send it to the center of the field. Diaz takes it away, taps it to Papasilia. Surveying the field now, the Hawks send the ball into the corner. And offside the call. The Lancers will set up for the free kick. Taken off the chest by the Hawks. Diaz fighting forward at midfield. Diaz sets up. Sends it into the backfield. Pop Vasilio lets it roll all the way back to Ciampa, who taps it right back to Pop Vasilio. He sets up. Man on here, he taps it forward. The Hawks taking it up the right side of the field. And still working down a nice ball inside to Scarlata. Scarlata surveys the field. Taken away now by Ryan Kelly. Lancers coming up the field on the left side. And they beat a man. Lancers pushing towards the net. And it rolls out of bounds.
You know, Tim, I'm seeing the Hawks take their time, keeping their cool, completely understandably, in this fourth quarter so far.
Absolutely. Substitutions here for the Hawks. O'Neal checking into the game, Brosmith coming into the game, and Justice Champa checking out for the Hawks. We're seeing junior goalkeeper Peter Murphy check in. Good to see him get some looks, especially in this playoff atmosphere. Day takes on the outside. Francis. Murphy. Day. Xavier. And, you know, Spencer, you mentioned it early in this game. This is a very young roster. They have, and you're looking at it right now, Murphy checking in the net for the Hawks, junior goalkeeper, and a lot of players on the field right now, younger players. So it's good to get a look at the future of the program here for the Hawks. Ball played down the line to Francis. It's bouncing around. The Lancers intercept, but Francis takes it right back. Welch shows for Francis, but the ball goes out of bounds, and the Lancers set up for a kick-in. The Lancers play it in, pressure coming from Welch. Ball down the left side. Francis takes it away and plays it off the Lancers for a Hawk kick-in. Checking in for the Hawks, number 21, Drew Cohane, for Chris Francis. Day. Surveying the field, taps it into Welch. Welch plays it right back to him. Day sends it through the middle. O'Neal lets it roll to Xavier. Xavier looking through the center and trying to push the ball forward. He's shoulder to shoulder. Plays it back to Murphy. Murphy inside to O'Neal. O'Neal cutting towards the net. Plays it outside to Cohane. He taps it all the way back to Day, and the Hawks will reset. Ball sent through the center to Xavier. Xavier's got plenty of space. He sends it through the middle. Brosmith possesses, trying to get one on net. Here he turns. Brosmith forced to send it back out. Possessed by the Hawks, taken away by the Lancers. Shielded now at midfield. Played through center from Xavier to Day. Xavier tries to send Cohane down the line, but just a little bit too much on it. Or Day tries to send Cohane, I apologize. Lancers set up for a kick-in. 4-0 Hawks, folks. 11:24 to go in this fourth quarter. Papavasilio plays it away. Lancers playing it forward. Murphy now takes it away and plays it down to the right side. Hawks on the attack. Played through the center. Welch taps it through the middle. He was trying to send Brosmith there, but the Lancers intercepted. Xavier tries to rocket one on net there, but the Lancers step to it. Murphy pressuring at midfield. Xavier pressuring. Now Day. Day taps it to Murphy. Murphy to Welch. Welch tries to send the left side Cohane or Day there, but no one home. And the ball rolls out of bounds. Welch pressuring. Lancers play it in. Cohane now. Murphy. Taken away by Cohane. He's got Welch to his left. He sends Welch. Welch takes it on the left foot. Cuts it towards the middle. And the Malden Catholic goalkeeper possesses. Good opportunity there for the Hawks there. Good communication between Cohane and Welch. And Welch trying to set up a nice goal there, playing it to the middle, but no one home to finish. And read well by the Lancer goalkeeper. Lancers booted outside. Ryan Kelly there to meet it. Brosmith fighting for it now. Brosmith shouldered off the ball by two MC men, but Murphy takes it away now. Tries to send Welch, but too much on it. And ball's worked up top to Papavasilio. He sends it outside to Day. Day. Cohane. Sends Welch. And tapped away by an MC defender. Hawk kick in on the way here.
Now, Tim, at risk of tempting fate, what specific improvements are you looking for Xaverian to make if they move and advance in this playoffs?
Checking in for the Hawks now, Driscoll and Raja. Welch tries to drive one to the middle, but a little bit of a miscue there, and it rolls out of bounds for a Lancer kick-in. Spencer, to answer your question, a few things. They looked good today overall. I'd like to look for them to continue possession. They tend to play their game well, then they can set up and take their time. Their defense has looked good, but they could use to tighten it up a little bit. And again, we mentioned it. Finishing overall, they need to make sure that going forward in this tournament, they can capitalize on all their opportunities that they get. Header there from MC. Kick coming here for the Hawks. A reminder, folks. You all probably know by now, but just a reminder for those who don't, there are no headers allowed this season due to COVID regulations. Driscoll and Murphy set up to take the kick. Murphy sends it through the middle, shouldered away by an MC player. Driscoll from up top steps into it. Driscoll dangerous outside, puts a shot on net, tries to bury it bottom left, and almost had one there.
Good effort.
Good effort.
Shot.
Good effort. Great overall set piece from the Hawks there. A nice kick from Murphy and played out to Driscoll, and he's there to clean it up, but can't quite capitalize.
A great example of why you don't give up on plays.
Absolutely there. That is a great example, and that is something the Hawks do well. Second chance goals have been a theme throughout this season.
In fact, a lot of their strength this game has been doing exactly that.
Absolutely, not giving up on plays.
A lot of the goals from Xaverian so far have come from plays that don't go according to plan, but still end up scoring.
Absolutely. The Hawks will set up for a kick-in. Cohane plays it into Driscoll. Works it into the backfield. Pop Vasilio now. Through the center, Day. Day surveys the field and takes his space. Plays it forward to Murphy. Murphy out to Kelly. Kelly pressuring, shoulder to shoulder, and he shouldered off the ball. Lancers set up for a kick-in. The Lancers taking it through midfield on the left side. Turned back by Kelly, and the ball rolls out of bounds for another Lancer kick-in. They'll play it in. Pressure coming from Brosmith. MC takes it away. Sends it through the middle. Surveys the field, and they'll work it all the way out left. Switching the field. Pressure from Cohane. Turned it back. Raja pressuring now. Cohane. Raja takes it away. He looks forward. Fighting forward. Shouldered off the ball. MC takes it back. MC up the right side. Tries to slip it through. Driscoll does well to read it. Murphy takes it away. Pop Vasilio now sends Raja. Raja taking it through the middle. He surveys his options. Taking his space, man back. Sends it forward. And a handball there from Brosmith. Accidental, but nonetheless the call on the way. 5:49 to go in this fourth quarter. The Hawks remain up 4-0. The Lancers set up here. And they'll boot a long ball forward to the chest of Pop Vasilio. He settles to Murphy. Murphy looks outside. Cohane now. Cohane taking his space. Tries to send Brosmith inside. Bent it just a little too far ahead of him. And the Lancers goalkeeper takes it away. Booted up the middle. Lancers on the attack. Driscoll takes it away. O'Neal now. And the Lancers take it back. Looking to generate an offensive opportunity here. Cutting to the middle. Lancers set up. And taken away now. Vasily. Off the sideline. Taken back by the Lancers. They'll try to cut it to the side, but now it's taken away by Kelly. Kelly, taking his space, sends Brosmith down the line. Brosmith loses it to a Lancer defender, but Vasily taps it for him again. Brosmith gets a foot on the ball now, and he's possessing. Brosmith, a nice move there to take it through the center. Murphy sets up now. Cues for a shot, but he sends it over to Raja. Raja, a nice move to beat a man. He's dangerous from up top. He buries it top right. beautiful shot there from Abhishek Raja. Truly amazing.
Just really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely astonishing. Great shot there, bottom right.
I don't know about you. I have goosebumps right now. That was an extraordinary shot.
Absolutely. And that, if you ask me, is sort of the nail in the coffin there for Malton Catholic.
Yeah, that goal, I hate to say it, seemed to have some closure attached to it.
Absolutely.
That it's going to take a miracle, to say the least.
Absolutely. 5-0 Hawks, folks. A beautiful goal there from Raja.
Only 3.5 minutes left.
Puts them up low on time here. And it appears so far that the Hawks will advance in the playoffs. Kelly shoulder to shoulder with MC, and it rolls out of bounds.
Assuming that the Hawks end this game in 3.5 minutes in advance, was this result expected in your eyes? Do you think they played to their potential today and to their expectations today?
Yeah, so, the way I look at it is no win is expected. No result is ever expected in this game, especially in such a competitive conference. You can't expect and get comfortable before any game. So I think that both sides in here came prepared and came looking for a win. But you asked me if the Hawks played to their fullest of their capabilities, and they played great tonight, but I think they can do better. I think that Coach Bowers will talk to them at the end of the game, and like we said before, tell them to celebrate tonight and enjoy it, but refocus. We got another game on the way.
Indeed.
Miscue there from the Hawks, played in again. Murphy taps it forward to Raja. Played down the sideline by Vasily. Kelly taken away by the Lancers. Kelly takes it back. He taps it inside. Vasily beats a man. Vasily through the middle, no one home, and it's tapped outside by the Lancers for a kick in for the Hawks here, folks. 2:23 left to go in this fourth quarter. Hawks up 5-0. Raja goes to ground, but no call. And the ball rolls back out of bounds for another Hawk kick in. Less than 2 minutes to go here. Low on time. Ball rolls out of bounds for a Hawk corner kick. And folks, again, this is possibly our last broadcast. Me and Spencer would like to thank you for being with us through this season. It's been a great time for us, and we hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcasts. We hope it's given you guys an opportunity to see your family members out in the field and connect with the Xaverian community in these challenging times for us all. It really means a lot to us that you're here. And in the event that there's an upset, we'll be back with you for another playoff match. But it's possible that, again, this is our last broadcast. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. It means a lot.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Attack coming here for the Lancers. And Papasilio takes it away. Sorry, Spencer. Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
We established this program, this stream, because in these unprecedented, trying times, we want people to be able to watch their sons and grandsons play soccer from the comfort of their homes and the safety of their homes. And we're really glad that you all joined us today. I want to specifically thank Mr. Curley of the athletic department, Coach Bowers of the xaverianhawks, Mr. Hawley of the math department, and Nate Bowers from manning the camera. And, of course, Tim, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. This has been a really fun season for us. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. Driscoll possesses now. Cohane taps it to Raja. Give and go. Cohane now takes it, but he tipped it off his contact there from MC before the handball. And a kick coming here for the Hawks. And we're low on time here, folks. Pop Vasilio sets up to take it. He'll drive one on net. It's bending and floats right into the hands of the MC goalkeeper. And you could tell he's antsy for a goal there, putting a shot on net. But not quite enough on it.
And we're going to hear a whistle any moment now.
Absolutely. And just like that, folks, the Hawks have advanced to the second round of the Catholic Conference playoffs. Folks, this could be our last broadcast, disregarding an upset in the conference. Thank you so much for being with us. We hope you've enjoyed this season. And we'll see you. Signing off for now, Tim Bowers and Spencer Januszewski. Thank you.